Hi, I'm Auriel Grace, and today we're going to talk about endings and cycles and death and rebirth. I call it the breakdown. And it's been happening for a while. The breakdown has been happening for a while. It's an energetic thing as well as a physical thing, a mental thing, and an emotional thing. So there's a lot of upheaval around the world. Things are changing. The old school or old guard, it's time for them to retire, dissipate, move on. And I'll give a couple of examples for kind of like worldwide. We're seeing a lot of governments kind of break down. We are seeing things break down in our government in the United States. Like, for example, Roe versus Wade. Um, there's a breakdown of it. And I was like, why do people keep fighting this? And it's not just because it's a Christian thing, right? Because everybody thinks, oh, it's a Christian thing, or it's these men, they're trying to control women. And that's actually part of it. But the other part of it is I asked a lawyer about it because I'm like, what's up with this law? Why doesn't it work? And from what I understand, I do not talk legalese or lawyer-ish. But what I came to understand is that it does need to be rewritten and probably renamed in order for it to go through again. Right? So the United States is a sovereign, and then each state is a sovereign. And so that's why each state runs itself with the federal government overhead. That's what I understand about it. If I'm wrong, please let me know in the comments. But the one thing that I do know is this, is that our service, our civilian services, it all needs to be redone. Like the schools need to be redone. Everything needs to be restructured again. And this has been a huge complaint about everywhere. And energetically and astrologically, we're looking at the death of the old way and like pressing the restart button for a new way. So for those of you who have the inclination to be politicians or to help create this change, now I don't know anything about it, but I'm here to support you. So if you have that inclination, please go out there and do that, right? And if you don't have the inclination, but you want to create change, there are ways that you can do that. And doing a little research online will assist you. Okay, so this is the practical part of it, all right? So we're seeing the death of so many things right now, or the ending or the breakdown. So when we have a breakdown and we find something that just does not match us, usually the first human thing is to get upset, get frustrated, get angry, and then after the frustration and the anger, comes clarity, because we like explode, and then we come back into ourselves and we can start to make decisions that are practical, that we can strategize, that we can take steps to resolve the issue, right? So, and that's where we're at right now, worldwide, on a global scale, actually, is us, the people. We can feel that energy of ending. And some of us are like, I don't know what that is. Well, that's what it is. That's the breakdown. Every civilization, this happens. And if you look at different civilizations, you'll see that the civilization breaks down and becomes something new. And that's what we're working towards right now, except globally. We're doing it globally. And it's up to us, people, to help it energetically, support it energetically, let it die energetically so that we can build it up again. And I know I'm simplifying it. A lot of people will say that. Auriel, you're simplifying this. But here's the thing is that there are many people too that like are going, what the heck is happening? Right? Everybody keeps saying we're in a recession and things are not working out and it's, it's not supportable. Yeah. I don't know about the recession part because I seem to be doing okay. But as far as like the way things have changed just in the past couple of years with the COVID, things changed a lot during COVID. People now get to work from home, which is wow. And they're actually doing better at home than they were in their office. And so there's a breakdown there. Like we're not using our cars as so much. We're home, you know. We can order groceries. We can, if we want to, like, we can do other things besides what our other routine was. So there was a breakdown with having COVID and the COVID pandemic is everyone had to stay close to home or at home. So now we get to work from home, a lot of us. And it's turned out pretty good for us, right? I mean, well, I've been working at home for a long time, but other people had to adjust to it, and then they're like, oh, okay, this is good. I like this. So when we look at the changes that have happened because of the pandemic, and then look at the changes now that are happening, now that we understand COVID, now that we have figured out how to manage, right? We're looking around and we've decided that we need to change things. And energetically, it's good that we are. It like clears the air. And it assists us with going, okay, so how do we want our children educated? What do children actually need? And it's really cool because I work with psychic kids and they're awesome and they let you know. Well, all kids will let you know, but the psychic kids specifically will let you know because they can see energy and they see energetically at the school, like how they feel and the information that they gather, which is really awesome, and according to them, they are bored and the teachers are like not knowing what to do because everything keeps changing and budgeting keeps happening. But what if, for example, we decide to change the energetics of that and restructure our school systems so they actually fit for our children and not for like politicians? What if we decided to do that and shift it energetically and see what would happen to help our children have a good education and, be able to explore their intelligence and so that they can expand and grow, not just energetically, but they can grow on all levels in all ways. Some people will say, oh, you're crazy, Auriel, for thinking like that. But it is possible. And we have an opportunity right now to do that. And I'm not just talking about school. I'm talking about other things as well. So that's why we've got the demonetizing of the police departments. We've got the demonetizing of the sheriff's departments. Because there needs to be a balance. So energetically, a lot of times what happens during the breakdown is we will go to the extreme and then to the extreme to again regain balance, because there needs to be an experience, right? Everybody needs to have an experience. And so through that experience, then we are able to build up something better or something great. So while you're thinking about like how everything is running and how things are not maybe like connecting, that's why. I mean, look at South Carolina and the Murdoch case. If you haven't looked at that, good Lord, try it out. Look it up. It's like the whole state is corrupt. And they found out just by one lawyer getting arrested. It's amazing. But yeah, corruption is everywhere. How do we get rid of corruption? We have to like balance everything. We have to break it down and build it back up and let it have a stronger foundation than it did before. Just like when I work with people energetically, we do the breakdown and then we build back up and make it more stable, make the person more stable, assist them with clarity, and assist them with a strategy so that they can move forward. And that's basically what needs to happen globally. So right now, we're at the end of a cycle. Like, we are at the end of this cycle. And while astrologically things are going on, that totally influences the death of the old way so that we can reborn or rebirth ourselves, our country, and other countries as well, if you're not from the United States. But that's what's real, that's what's going on, if you want to see it energetically like that. And during this time as well, planting seeds for something new, creating something new during this time is actually good, laying the foundation for it so that structurally, when you're ready to open or when you're ready to start, you have something secure and sound underneath you so that you, when you're making decisions, you feel good about it. I hope all of this makes sense because I've looked at it energetically and I can see the energetic waves that are moving through. And this energetic wave is going to be happening for a while. And it's not because of punishment or anything like that, or karma or whatever. What it is that it's time for things to end. Like the old school guys, they need to retire so the new people could come in and check it out and maybe create their laws, renew everything, rebuild things. So, yeah, get rid of the corruption. Well, we won't totally get rid of corruption, but we can give it a good swift kick in the pants, right? Energetically. And that's how I see things. I'm no politician. I'm not that person. But I do feel like that's what's going on. And it'll be going on for quite some time. So hold on to your seats. Create a nice foundation for yourself so that you are comfortable for the ride, right? Yeah. That way you're not stressing out and you also have a strategy for yourself and your family and what you need to do to keep on going. All right? So remember, this cycle, it's the end, right? We're ending a cycle. So there's going to be a lot of like things dying off and then being rebirthed again in the next, I would say 18 months to 3 years. And that's just the beginning of it. It isn't the end. It isn't the middle. It's just the beginning. So I encourage all of you out there who know anything about structure, about law, about politics, I encourage you to go in and create that change because it's in your heart. You just need to move with it. So be confident, go in and do your thing, right? Try to make this United States or whatever country you're in a better place for you and your family. All right. So that's the breakdown. And if you need help or if you have any questions, put them in the comments below. It's okay if you want to put, some hate in there saying, Auriel, you're a crazy lady. That's okay too. I'm good with it. But I just feel like right now there's a lot of confusion. And if I can explain it clearly, energetically, and it helps you energetically, and it helps settle you so you're not so nervous, because a lot of people right now are nervous. A lot of people are upset and angry. So move through your frustration and your anger so you can strategize. And then create something better. Okay? All right. That's what I have to say. So happy 4th of July. Have a wonderful weekend. Please stay safe. And remember, keep your heart open and align with the energy of love. And I'll see you next time. Bye.